go. And we should actually be able to see chat pop up on there. That's fun.
Dude, really?
Yeah.
I'm excited about that.
I am as well.
The border on our screen is not.
Yep.
That's fine.
Isn't it? It's really good. Although, I think I might be able to fix it. What's happening, y'all? We're hanging.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live right now. I know. Who would have guessed
Howdy.
such a thing? There's no chat yet, but there's that better. That's better, I guess. Fossil says very low voice. It is.
Very
It's
low
so low,
voice.
actually. It's not
Yeah.
even going
I
up
can-
to the yellow.
I can turn that up.
Turn the gain up, yeah.
All right. Yeah. Hold on.
1 second, everybody. We're getting here. Our mixer's very low. Oh, God. That was really loud.
Yeah, we're up all the way.
All the way? Oh, yeah, that's much better. Cool. Maybe even turn it down a little bit? I don't... No. Okay, this is fine. Whatever. Sorry, I just smacked my microphone. What's up, everybody? For some reason, the chat's not working now.
That's tragic.
Where'd it
We're
go?
working things out.
Oh, the chat's just gone.
Oh.
I don't know how that happened. That's really unfortunate. All right, we'll
There
just
it
keep it up
is.
like this. What's up, everybody?
Atlanta in the house.
Atlanta in the house. Oh, it
Audio
is.
is ass cheeks. Thank
We
you.
are. We're each in each person's
Are we?
ear. Yeah.
Is that still happening?
Apparently, yeah, it's happening for us too. It's really fun.
We tried to fix that.
What if we just put them both in the center? Wouldn't that be fun? Hey, guys. Now it's me in both your ears. Isn't this fun? This is a really good time. I wonder why it's doing that. I wonder...
Can we give? Hold on. Can you scoop this?
Wow, this is a real ASMR
It's
experience.
ASMR.
What if I change this? How about now?
Yeah.
Is the audio better for everybody? Are we good? Are we chilling? What's happening, y'all? Clearly, this is our first time using this. But we're hanging. We're having a good time. I'm going to make a little post for Instagram. I'm not sure why chat is no longer getting captured on the stream.
We got technical difficulties.
We are having
Out
some
the
technical
wazoo.
difficulties, It's true. I don't understand why it's not doing that. Weird. All right. Well, we're hanging. Oh, the audio's fixed now.
Is it?
Yeah, it was just because OBS was monitoring it.
That's weird. That's weird.
Anyway, somebody says which TV channel?
360.
4:47 in the morning in India. So sorry.
Whoa.
Oh,
Are you
boy.
awake?
Astro says sounds crisp though.
Mm,
What's happening, y'all?
Thank you.
I wish that I could have chat show up on the screen. That's really unfortunate that it's not
Yeah,
working.
I can't even see myself. I have no idea what I look like.
Well, you'll just
My
never
sense
know.
of self is quickly deteriorating. Who am I?
Somebody says the two mics are panned to left and right channels. Still?
Still?
Someone just said it was better.
Can we get
Or was it better
confirmation on that?
because we put them together?
Ooh.
That could totally be it. What's happening, guys? Do you
I
like
need-
having each of us in one ear? Isn't that fun?
I need confirmation that we're in each ears.
Are we still in each ear?
Are
Is
we
it
still in
happening?
each ear?
I think we are. You can see the bottom, right?
Oh. No, because the bottom one's lighting up when I talk, and then...
Well, I know, but it's not as far.
Oh, and then the top one lights up when you talk.
Yeah.
Right. I was
You see
just
that?
misseeing it.
Except it says, what if we just do this?
Oh,
There
that
we
should
go.
fix it.
That fixed it.
Wait, can you make us hear ourselves?
Yeah. Oh, wait. Yeah, then we can actually hear each other. Sorry, everybody. One moment. There we go.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Ultimately, we would have done this before the stream. But oh well.
Introducing the second person. Love the studio vibe. Thank you, Astro.
Thank you. We wanted to try from the studio, despite the issues.
Yeah.
I think it's
Just
good.
like a sort of test thing.
It's fixed. Yeah, we're actually all just testing right now.
Welcome to our test. It's
Welcome,
live.
welcome. If
Extra
only the
pressure.
chat was working, but actually, wait. Let me. Somebody asked how long we've been friends. And
I don't think we've ever been friends.
never. Actually, I still
that-
hate him right now.
I don't think we've ever agreed on that. So this is the first time hearing about it. We've been friends for 3 years. I want to say 3. Final answer.
Final answer 3. I think that's fair. I think that's a good idea. We both met in school at college.
As opposed to one of us meeting and the other person just not knowing they're being
Yeah.
stalked.
No, if it was just one of us was just harassing the other person constantly. And then eventually we just gave in, you know?
We're like, I guess. Whatever.
I'm turning off the monitor. It's
Okay.
really throwing me. Okay, there we go. Much better. Now I'm not getting speech jammed. I'm trying to post on Instagram right now. 1 second.
I'm curious how long it took people to get the hang of the speed/value graph. How long it took them to understand easing.
I still don't understand it, so I feel like it's probably the case for most people. But we do have a very heavy speed graph oriented audience.
My arms have your color palette on them.
Do
Purple,
they?
red, and yellow.
Oh, they do. Surprise. Cool. I hope that link works. All right. We'll jump back in here. I really want to see if we can get the chat working. But here's the questions and stuff. For a sec
The
while I
chat.
fix this.
Lovely. Yo, studio tour? Yeah. Here's my mic.
Here's
That's
my mic.
Austin's mic.
Here's me. And here's Noah.
Fake
Oh,
plant.
there's a plant. Wait, hold on. You got one of those too?
Yeah, dude.
What, dude? No
plant.
way. That's crazy. Absolutely nuts. How did you do? Oh, you're so right. This is for the ambiance.
This is for the ambiance.
I don't know that mine will actually stay there.
Well, you just
Yours is
gotta be
so
better
much
at
flatter
balancing
than
it.
mine.
I'm so worried it's gonna fall on your computer.
No, it's okay.
I'm gonna scoot your computer.
There we go. All right, we got it. We're good.
Used to edit, so the value graph just kind of made sense to me when learning motion design. Thank you,
How do we
Astro.
have 21 people in here right now watching us stack plants on microphones
Yeah,
and just
yours
not
that's
even
really
having the chat work?
precarious. I like that.
I just need to move this.
You just don't touch the desk and
Never.
our plans.
This is perfect.
Oh my god.
Guys, I think we've got it.
I'm glad you liked the tutorial. I think I will make more of them. I'm not sure if I want to go back and do a tutorial on like the other loop that I recently-ish made.
I got it.
Or maybe I'll just make a tutorial on the next loop I make. Or I'm not sure. But I will be making more of them. That was kind of fun to make.
Guys, we're all on TV now.
Oh my god.
We're all on TV. This is great.
This is awesome.
I'm so excited. Which question did you just answer? Or you-
Someone
or
was
the person
saying
talking
that they
about the
liked my
tutorial.
tutorial, and I was like, thank you.
Cool. Kev says, oh, okay. If you actually want a studio tour, here you go. I'll give you a very brief studio tour. It's not very glamorous. One moment. Here we go.
What's he going to do?
You guys ready? You guys ready for
Oh, there goes the
the
plant.
plant? Oh, no. It's okay. It's fake. All right, here's... Hey, y'all. How are we doing? Okay. All right. Let's
Yep, we
hang
got
on
some
back
lights.
over. This is a real interactive stream. Look at this.
That's my big light.
There's this big
With a
light.
blackout curtain.
Wow.
And that's about it, really.
That's it.
Plant murder. It was already dead. Let's
it
be
was.
real.
It's true. It was actually never alive in the first place.
Austin, someone says that you're twins with Jim Hopper from Stranger Things.
Who's Jim Hopper?
He's the policeman. Austin hasn't watched Stranger Things.
Please. Yeah, I haven't watched Stranger
Let's
Things.
talk about Stranger Things so he can feel really
No,
excluded.
it's not. Let's not, because then I'm gonna get spoilers if I do decide to watch it.
Dude, are you gonna watch it?
I'm so sorry for the audio for everyone right now. I'm really trying to get this plant up here.
That looks good. I like that.
Thanks. It's really the ambiance now.
I really like these plants.
Somebody said
These-
F9. Were you trying to easy ease my panning of the camera? I'm insulted.
Oh my god. No.
What else was in the
SJ,
chat?
SJ.
So many people sent messages. Now we're behind. Oh no.
Speed graph for life. That's right, Astro.
Kai says, I used to edit, so the value graph just kind of made sense to me when learning motion design. Oh, spooky. Spooky, spooky. See, I like being able to just look at the graph and know, ooh, speed big, speed small. Whoa. Someone said IKEA plants. That's funny.
Oh, I was wondering about that.
So it's like, can you make the plants the same height, please?
Yeah,
I
hold
mean, from the perspective, they're kind of the same height.
Ooh.
Almost. Oh, careful now.
Okay, this one needs to go up a little bit.
I want my microphone to also be
Let's
up
make this
towards my
symmetrical. I gotta
face.
scoot closer a little bit.
There
Sorry.
you go. All right.
Personal space, Austin.
There you go. Same height plants.
Same height plants?
Almost, maybe. You know, we should just get like a little piece of string to put around here.
Just get
This is
tape.
actually really funny. I think
enjoy
we
the
should do
plants.
client calls like this.
Hey, welcome to the client call.
Welcome.
Do you like our plants?
What's your guys' budget?
Put your answers in the chat.
Please answer what your budget is in the chat for the motion design project that you are definitely purchasing from us.
He'll allow it. Is it the plant height? He'll allow the plant height?
As the plants get higher, the budget raises.
Live session on how to make a top-notch showreel. I'll tell you right now how to make a top-notch showreel. Well, Austin will help.
Yeah. I really thought you were setting yourself up for a pun there. You had a little twinkle in your eye. It's okay, though. It's okay. It's okay.
I can't think of anything.
Alex says, hiya, gentlemen. Howdy.
Hey,
We're here.
Alex.
You didn't see all the audio problems.
Yeah.
Actually, they didn't happen. Well,
What audio problems?
No.
No problems at all?
Yeah, I don't know what we were talking about at all.
Top-notch showreel. You get your animation clips and you find the cool punchy parts that you're really proud of, and just the parts that you want to show and are proud of, and not all of them. You want to make showreels basically leave the person feeling like they want more, and they're like, ooh, I want to go to this person's website. Like, that was really cool. So that means don't throw everything you've done in there. Just throw your favorite bits in.
Honestly, I would go as far as to say if you've got a showreel that's longer than at most a 60-second, probably not a good call.
They're long. Usually they're a little too long.
Yeah.
And especially if people are like shopping around and they just want to they want to see it. You want to grab them and then leave them wanting more, which means don't like waste their time too much. And let music drive it.
Yep.
And make it snappy, make it fun, make it exciting. That's it.
Just like with any other video that you make, you want to make sure that you're leaving them with, I'm realizing that I'm not close enough to the mic. It's so quiet. Just like with anything else, you want to make sure that you're leaving the people with a feeling at the end of them watching it. So
make it snappy, make it sexy.
Make it snappy, make it fun. Also, more specific feedback on the, just like keeping it snappy and making people want to see more. You can do that by, well, one, just generally keeping the video short, but at the same time, not showing everything from a particular scene. Like, I mean, most of the reels that we're cutting are like half a second to 1 second of each clip. So that way, a lot of reels that I see, I'll get through the first like half second or so, and I'm like, okay, I see what's happening the rest of the scene. But then they've included the whole scene. It's like I don't really need to end up watching the whole thing. I get the gist as I'm watching even just the very first few bits of that scene. So keep it short, keep it sweet.
Toss some fun things. Sponsored by plants. True.
Yeah, just throw a plant in there.
The most difficult, frustrating things about animation to you guys, it'll probably be different per person.
Can we raise the gain a little bit, you think?
Are we too quiet?
It's only going up to like -12.
I don't think we can raise it on the mixer anymore.
No?
No.
I'll just talk like this.
Can you just get closer?
Yeah, we can just get really close like this. Wow. Oh yeah, that does it. It's sponsored by plants. Alex says 30 seconds is the sweet spot IMO. I'd agree. I mean, ours is 40.
I do like a 30-second reel, though.
A 30-second is really, really nice.
Sorry, we're reading.
I'm
dyslexic.
So yeah, those are all tips for a show reel. Between two ferns vibes is what someone says. That's funny. I like that.
This is the budget version.
Kapali says, could a detailed tutorial about the CC smear effect come?
CC smear effect.
I
barely use
I don't
CC
think we're
smear
super
effect.
qualified to have a whole tutorial about CC smear.
Yeah.
Cause
Maybe Echo, though.
Yeah, Echo, though. Maybe.
I could be like, how to make your echoes sexy, and then do a little tutorial like my Instagram one.
We just don't have a lot of experience using CC smear, to be honest.
Do you have any recommended plugins for motion design?
Oh
Dude,
my God, it's going so fast.
don't open the can of worms right here. Okay, ready? The paid ones that I recommend are Deep Glow and Overlord. Those are beautiful. and I use Motion 3, but I don't actually use it to change easing. I ease everything manually. I like it because you can center your anchor points and break up shapes that are all in one layer after bringing them over from Illustrator. Those are the ones that I bought. Free ones, I think Ease Copy's already built in.
What?
No, Ease Copy's not.
No.
Ease Copy is very helpful.
FX console.
FX console.
You hit Control Space and you can just search for any effect that you want to add, and it'll just automatically apply it to the layer. That's
It's really
a good
fun. It
one.
makes you feel like you're a wizard. Enter.
Whee!
Easy.
Let's knock the plant over again.
Oh, what's up, Zoppy? Mikey? Do you think we live in a reality which is... Oh my god, hold
in
on.
which free will is a clever illusion and we don't actually have agency over our own decisions but are simply victim to universal cause and effect relationships?
Wow, good question.
Great question.
Astro says client horror story. I don't know, man.
Perhaps, man.
We all
I
live in
don't
a
know.
simulation. Let's be real.
It kind of blows my mind that if people are so interested in our little stacks of shapes on Instagram consistently. There are plenty of things that don't add up. Let's be real.
Wizard.
Could be a very clever simulation. I mean, we play table tennis.
Oh my god.
No.
This is a tragic time.
Wow. That was really awkward,
Look,
guys.
we just changed our settings.
I know.
We're back. That's weird.
We played table tennis the other day on our VR headsets. We moved all the chairs from the living room and just played table tennis.
That was definitely a predetermined event, though.
It's true.
No free will.
It was.
To answer your question, we're in a simulation. Everything's predetermined, but I'm having a darn good fun time. So that's all that really matters.
We're making the best of it. That's for sure. Oh no.
Is Ben Marriott your friends? Well, he's one person, so.
He can't be all of our friends. I have to do something different with this. I need to.
Yo, actually, I like that. Ooh, the red really accents that.
I know, but it won't stay. I gotta hold it. Now I'm like the World 8.
I could get duct tape.
I'm the World 7 boss in Super Mario World. Astro says Ben Marriott is our enemy. He's a
the Valley Graph
homie, dog.
Was it that
Well,
one stream where
I mean, he does love Valley
Valley
Graph.
Graph.
That makes me a little suspicious, I'll be honest.
Yeah. That
Oof.
was tragic.
Which one did you say? Oh man, people really want client horror stories. I gave one on the last stream, but there's definitely other ones.
One's happening right now.
I want to make sure I'm not missing anything else in the chat too. What if I don't have many client projects, so I make clips specifically for my showreel? I mean, hey, that works totally fine.
Yeah. You just make fun things.
If I took all of the weekly loops already, I'm trying to be so serious while having this plant on my head. This is great.
So do you want me to get tape so you can put it there?
Yeah, that'd be great because it's really not comfortable.
I'll be right back, guys.
Anyway,
keep talking.
If I took all the weekly loops and put them back to back at this point, I'm pretty sure it's over 5 minutes or so. So I fully plan on doing like a whole compilation at the end of the year that's just all of them back to back. I think it's totally fine to make clips just for your reel. A lot of the stuff in our reel are just things Noah and I made for fun. Let's see. Sorry? Sure, that works. Oh, it's just as long as it doesn't like tear the leather on the headphones or something. Tape it to my hat. That'll be fine. Astra's story says I should really go to bed, but this is such a cozy and enjoyable live stream that I don't want to miss. Well, hang. Have a fun time. Let's chat some motion, shall we? Alex says we're a bit quiet. Well, don't worry. The plant is now on my head, so the mic can be so close. So close to me. Boy, oh boy.
Can you like manually turn it up?
I don't know. OBS is already on as high as it goes, so.
I'm gonna walk in front of the camera.
Whoa, what just happened? That was crazy. That was a Bigfoot sighting. We're both plant killers. This is so great. I'm so glad. Solidarity, guys. Solidarity.
Okay.
Are we both gonna get taped? Wait, you can't. You don't have a hat.
We can solve this problem.
Oh, wait, it's staying.
How do you ever find the beginning of tape? Why do they do this?
I got it. It's staying. Guys, I'm going to be a statue for the rest of the live stream. Oh, Oh my god. This is great. Yo, Alex, this is emoji material. Come on.
Speed graph.
Someone Asukere says speed graph or value graph. Speed graph all the way. Or speed graphers here. As you can tell,
use
this is the universal sign of a speed grapher.
Value graph.
What?
I sometimes do though.
Did you just say you prefer to use value graph?
No, I said very rarely use it.
Okay, good. I was about to have to kick the plane off your head. You can't have one of those.
Can your foot reach up here?
If you're a value grapher.
Dude, watch out. You're going to accidentally get on wiki feet.
We'll get to client horror stories in just a second. I saw a couple messages about that.
My goals in life are to make it big enough to get on wiki feet. I'm not going to lie.
Who asked you about your goals in life? I'm curious.
Scalding. Buzz.
I'm being texted. Oh, no. No! Wait. Good. All right, we're fine now. Don't. You totally called us potheads. Okay, this is good.
One Halloween, I made a fake pot out of duct tape, like a silver cooking pot, and I put it on my head and wore a flannel, and I was like, "Hi, I'm a pothead." I had two. Oh, dude, wow, it's such a cringy fucking time. Let me tell you what. I wore that, and I was like, "I'm a pothead," and then I had a double costume, essentially, because I could take it off, and it was I think I was wearing all flannel or something silly, and I was making jokes about. Oh, I don't want to hear myself. Oh.
It's really quiet. Go ahead.
Okay, that works. I was making jokes. I was like, guys, this shirt is so soft. And they're like, that's so cool. What's it made out of? And I was like, boyfriend material. And I was like, oh my God. Who let me go outside when I was younger? Shouldn't have been allowed.
Dude, I'm pretty disappointed that you're not joining me on this plant journey.
Dude, I'm sorry.
I'm really kind of upset about this.
We're just going straight.
I'm just going straight for it, man. This is going to be the thing now.
Sorry for the noise.
We'll just have to have plants forever. This is great. This is so fun. Guys, this is a nature stream now. I'm having such a good time. Okay, here we go.
I'm a planter.
Kapali asks if I need glue, and if so, they can send it. Thank you. That would be great. Can we get expedited shipping on that, please?
Tips on mastering the speed graph? Use it more.
Fair.
I haven't even mastered it, honestly.
I don't know that anyone ever can master it.
There's no mastering. But getting good with it, just do something a really complicated movement, you know what would get you good real quick? Making a ball, making it bounce all around in a square,
Yep.
Physics stuff. That'll get you fast.
Trying to emulate physics is just a super important thing, I think, in general for motion, because you're going to understand how our brains actually need things to move. There's plenty of times to be able to break that and be able to do things that we would never normally be able to see. But it's really important to be able to have those fundamental, just this. These are the laws of the universe sort of thing going on. So physics things can be a really great way to do that. Oh, I really want to be able to scroll up on this. I feel like we're missing stuff.
Dude, I'm sure I missed something.
Let's just go from the top down. Do you see anything up above?
I can just
this
get this.
1, 2, 3 kate that we missed and didn't get to? Anything before? Hello, any tips on getting better at creating seamless transitions?
Glue. 30 is the sweet spot. I have no idea what that means, but I'm sure it was pertinent at the time.
Cool. All right. Let's start there then. 1, 2, 3 kate says, hello. Any tips on getting better at creating seamless transitions between shots, or any exercises to work on that?
I think Ben Marriott has a good video on match
He does.
cuts.
He has a good video on match cuts. But generally just trying to keep the same speed and direction moving from scene to scene. If something ends the screen moving off to the right, or ends the scene moving off to the right, you want to start the next scene probably with something moving in from the left to the right, and that sort of thing. I don't know. Honestly, I think a good way to just really have to get good at that is by giving yourself a bunch of shapes that don't look anything like the other shapes, and then having to find ways, or just testing based on pure speed and direction, if you can trick somebody into not understanding like when it changed from one object to the other. I think that's probably a good way to do it.
Someone was like, I don't see why the comments don't show links. YouTube automatically blocks links in chat.
It does. It's true. Also, I cannot believe YouTube gave monetization, and this is the first thing that happens after that.
This is what we do. We put plants on our head.
This is what we do.
This is how we show YouTube that we're thankful.
Really uncomfortable.
We're going to make like 2 cents off this video. Thanks, guys.
2 cents.
I'm really excited. I'm going to go back to the 1960s and get some fries.
There you go. Cool. Let's see what else. Yep,
yeah,
speed
you're right.
graph
If
or value
motion
graph.
design doesn't work out, you guys could totally just stream bouncing plants on your head and get thousands of views. That is actually, motion design's currently not working out clearly because that's what we're doing.
This is the backup plan,
This
and
is our
I'm
cry
so
for
glad
help.
it's working.
Thank
The
God.
backup plant. Sorry. Anyway.
Wait, I just got it. Sorry.
Oathmain says, I'm a motion designer. Any tips to getting clients?
Dude.
That's a can of worms.
Why did you put your plant down? This is
Well,
sponsored by plants. We can't. No, my plant's right here.
Okay, I'll
It's
keep
on
it in
the
my hand.
screen.
It's my gesturing thing. All right, cool.
I see.
Ooh, there's a
severe
flash
weather.
flood warning. Guys, do you see the water? It's
Pouring
crazy.
in.
It's really bright. Anyway.
Oh no, we're gonna get screenshotted so much. Ooh, plant on head, new emote for server. These are some
Tips
great
to getting
screenshots.
clients.
Thank you, Alex.
What was that?
Turn your ringer off.
I didn't even have it on. It just started playing
Oh,
Spotify through my phone.
My bad.
Anyway, tips on getting clients. There's a couple different things you can do. None of these things are necessarily related to each other, but they're all starting points.
My stream beats are gone.
It can be helpful to niche down and have a specific industry or a group of industries that you're working with instead of trying to work with everybody, because there's just, I mean, it's different to design for companies that are working in entertainment versus companies that are working in software or like insurance and those sorts of things. They're all very different industries. So the more you can learn about one specific one and be able to make content that really caters towards that industry, that can be super helpful. What else? Making sure that people know that you're there, whether it's just by consistently posting work, or by, I don't know, having old work, but sending emails out to people being like, hey, I just made this video. Don't necessarily need anything from you. Just wanted to share it with you. Thought you'd find it entertaining. Those sorts of things.
Like if you get on agencies' short lists or freelancer lists, you can always check in with them. Be like, hey guys, this is my availability this month. And that'll be pretty helpful for the producers to just have right there.
Yeah.
And be like, and here's the thing I did recently. And it might, who knows, it might just like really fit in with a project that they're about to do. And they're like, oh, you're perfect. And they'll put you on that project.
It's really, or sorry, it's really about making connections and making sure that those connections know what you're up to and what you're continuing to do, so that they know when to best fit you into something that they have coming in.
Danny says, how many subs for Hatless stream at Austin?
Oh,
No, this is going to be a thing. We got to monetize
guys, we'll chat about this. We'll come up with some fun thing for it.
Check out Austin's
This is the
OnlyFans where
brand
he
spot,
doesn't wear his
man.
hat.
This stream is sponsored by Ravi.
Exactly. And I can't wear a hat. You know, I can't hide this hair. I like it.
I mean, I like my hair too. This is my thing now.
Do I ever use a camera layer? Rarely. Only if we're doing.
Well, you're jumping
some
way down the
funny
list.
I don't.
Jumping way down the
I'm
list,
sorry,
dog.
I was Ben reading over here. Sorry, go ahead.
There we go. Oathmain says, I want you to review a project I have done if you don't mind. There is a, can you type the link to the Discord in there? We're about to send a link to the Discord server. There is a share your work channel in there. And I mean, we'll be able to give feedback in there. And anybody else who is in the server. So you'll get lots of good thoughts that way. But we're not doing work reviews this stream because we're on a giant TV right now and only have one screen, so we wouldn't be able to have this set up and also be able to see we wouldn't be able to share the screen, basically, is what I'm trying to say.
What's the link? I forgot.
https://
Okay, all right, hold on. That's a lot. https://
and then it's bit.ly
Oh.
/Ravi Discord. It's a capital R and a capital D. Bit.ly /Ravi Discord.
Oh my God.
I can't wait till people give us ad reads or something. It's going to be really fun. We would have the best
There you go.
ad reads.
That's the thing.
Oh,
Oh, I clicked on it.
looks like it. Cool.
Cool.
Here we go. Mohammed says, "Hey bro, can you make a series of tutorials on making explainer videos?" Whew, good question. We definitely could.
About what? Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Making explainer videos. A tutorial series on making explainer videos. To me, I think it would probably be best to do like some sort of seminar or like...
Should we make a explainer video on how to make explainer videos?
That's it. There we go. It's going to be really good. All right. I'll jump in on this.
Okay.
Oh, I don't have it as much of a balance point as I did last time. I can already feel it. That's okay.
That's really...
Oh, no. Guys, did you see what just happened?
Guys, plant falls off Austin's head. And gone sexual.
Gone sexual? Gone wrong?
It's wobbling
Gone
hardcore.
terrible? Don't worry. It's fine. Okay.
Last stream, told us about how he started as a graphic designer. Can Noah tell about his experience? What led him to motion design?
Can I...
I can.
Hold on.
Do you want to do something else?
Say one more thing about
Yeah, go
the
ahead.
explainer video thing. Eventually, we might do a course or something that would be better suited towards that. I don't think the tutorial videos will probably be the best way to do that. We'll probably want to make it a more interactive thing. But anyway, that's all for now on that.
Plant murder. Correct. This is hard.
That's not going to work.
A or AI first.
Talk about how you became a
AI.
motion designer, Noah.
All right. So it all started in the third grade. No, it actually started in like high school. I took an Adobe class and I was like, Photoshop's pretty cool. At that time, I was so against using the pen tool that I had my friend do the pen tool assignment in Illustrator for me. I don't think I paid them either. I think it was just pure pro bono do my assignment for me. So cheating? It's the pen tool. Who cares? I've since gotten better at the pen tool. That's off topic. Okay, so
Anyway, this just in. Noah knows how to use the pen tool now. Kind of. Sort of. Maybe.
We're still getting there. I took the Adobe class and I'm like, Photoshop's kind of cool. Design's kind of cool. I was doing a lot of like metalworking and woodworking at the time, and I thought I wanted to be a metalworker. And I was like, if I don't do something creative with my career, I'm going to commit Sudoku. I knew that I had to do something creative. So I looked into that. Okay, thanks. That Adobe stuff. And I was like, what's all this about? And I found graphic design. Austin, I can't help but notice that your plant's not on screen. Please fix it. Good.
Sorry. Guys, I'm so sorry.
Despicable.
I'm so sorry, guys.
So I wanted to do Adobe stuff. I was like, oh, graphic design's neat. I started doing it. I was like, all right, I'm going to go to college for it. And I met Austin, and he's like, check it out, graphic design, but it moves. And I was like, that's pretty cool. Show me how you did that. And he's like, After Effects. And I'm like, scary. But we sat in his dorm, and he walked me through the project files. And I was like, how'd you do this? How'd you do this? And he's like, I don't know. Let's find out. And we twirled down all the layers, and we're like, ooh. And then I started doing it a little bit. And we would sit in like other people's dorms, and people were like hanging out. We'd have like little dorm hangouts. And Austin would be sitting next to me, and I would be on my like little laptop animating something, and he's like, "What if you tried turbulent displace?" And I'm like, "What's turbulent displace?" My world was
and all I said was,
"Ooh!" And I just knew. So, I mean, it was really fun. And then Austin was like, "You want to come do business with me?" And I was like, "Me?
Who?
Me? Sure." So I just started. My Instagram is at Noah Damon Wild.
Type it in the chat. Gotta do it.
You okay?
Gotta do it. So anyway, yes, Noah is on the hero's journey.
I am. It's true.
We're currently in the pits of despair, but eventually we'll get to triumph. Kidding.
Which is
great.
one of the great segue.
One of
Austin.
the great prompts on our new challenge. Y'all are
it
going to
out now,
love when we
guys.
get to watch everyone's submissions on stream like this. It's going to be so great and not chaotic at all.
There's my Instagram.
Woo! There's Noah's Instagram. Anyway, there was somebody who said something a little bit earlier. Can you...
Hello?
No.
Oh, no, it wasn't that.
Hello. Hey, guys. Come over here now.
Okay.
This
No, come on. Here you go.
No, hold on. Somebody said, oh yeah. Rabba says, man, I'm so scared to start learning. I don't know why. Me too. I'm going to be honest with you. I've got my sort of skill set, but it has been very, very helpful having other people that we can bring on to help do some of the things that I'm not really good at and don't have enough time to learn, like 3D design and more traditional art background. I just don't have that at all. Excuse me. Anyway, so I would say it could be super helpful to make some friends or find some connections that are in some areas that you might not be super great at. And then, I don't know, kind of have them be more of like an accountability buddy for you. Like they can give you insight on how they do some of the things they do, and then also probably be able to teach you a bit and help keep you on track on actually trying things out in different areas. That's been pretty helpful.
Yeah. I think it's been pretty pivotal. Oh, not a word.
Critical.
Pivotal for both of us to have each other
Mm-hmm.
to
Oh, sorry.
to just have each other in this whole journey. It's been fantastic to be able to bounce ideas off of each other and work together and all that. It feels so much easier and just better to have someone to talk to, especially when you're all in your head about After Effects. Like, whew, it's helpful.
Yeah, big time.
Someone didn't realize I was the guy that did the coin breakdown. Surprise, it was me.
That's you. You're the coin guy now.
I was the coin
So I'm
guy.
gonna start calling you. Hey, coin guy.
I like
Coin
used some
guy.
of those techniques today in an animation. So,
Oh, that's true.
yeah, I used like the time remapping thing.
Yeah. Somebody says opposite day. Noah wears a hat. Yes.
No.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Noah loves wearing hats.
I
It's his
love
favorite
hats.
thing,
They're
actually.
my favorite.
Let's see. Adedeji says, where do you download sounds for your project? Artlist.io. They're cool. Not sponsored. We just like their library. That's it.
And Austin's never gonna get his merch.
I'm never going to get my merch. They said they were going to send me merch because people kept buying subscriptions because I mentioned it, but no merch.
No merch.
Not
We have
sponsored.
inventory problems. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Artlist, if you're
Okay.
listening, send two packages of merch. I want merch too.
Nope. Sorry, you don't get any now. They ran out. It's all
Just
done. Artlist is going under. Womp womp. Get the music while you can.
Esther, I'm glad you like the coin breakdown. Thank you.
Imseti says this is the most chill stream I've ever watched. Chill stream I've ever watched. Haha.
These
love
plants
it.
are pretty chaotic.
Me
but
too.
thank you.
I'm having a good time. It's chill, but
Next
chaotic
time
chill.
we'll try and have actual music going.
Yeah. We're streaming on a Mac, and I'm normally streaming on a PC, and Mac
Okay.
disabled any sort of audio sharing in OBS for some reason, so I need to get some extension or something. BZOA says, it was a dark and lonely night. Young Noah was bored to death. He had binged watched Johnny Bravo all day and had exhausted his supply of salt and vinegar Pringles. That was when he heard a
Bang in the kitchen.
boom. What was that?
What was that? Well, I need to go down to get some water anyway, now that I've eaten an entire two bags of salt and vinegar chips.
And then he heard boom.
Yeah, right. You can never. I'm too fast.
It was the plant the whole time.
It's the plant.
The plant
Sitting in
the
the kitchen.
whole time.
From that day, I knew I had to be a motion designer.
And
True story.
plants.
It planted the idea in my head.
Ha, 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 ha. Can we get some ha-has in the chat?
That was the
Absolutely says,
stem of it all.
always a small world over there. Talking
The
about
root
Reddit,
to my
big time.
upbringing.
What?
What
did you say?
I'm making puns.
Oh. It's a good thing you're firmly planted in reality.
It was all growth from there. Firmly planted. That's a good one.
I was gonna do something with STEM, but I'll leave that one for later.
I'll never. Oh, I was gonna. You do leave.
Sorry,
Come on
I'm
with
sorry.
that.
I'm sorry.
I'm never gonna leave this industry.
I'm sorry, but I'm not. Not at all.
I had a whole plant-related pun battle with my friend the other day.
He did. It's true.
In the form of.
He's gonna try and make another pun.
Noah coin to the moon. Thank you. Yeah.
Oh no, sorry. Plant.
Plant coin.
These had no meaning until just now. Isn't that fun?
Yeah, we've like never touched these plants.
We've never, except for when we bought them. That was it. These are
I
both
know
from
what
Target.
people like pull out the kalimba.
Oh, hey guys, this is now a music stream.
Review audiobook when? That's a good question. The kalimba.
Wasn't that awesome?
Get closer to the mic. That's fun. That's fun. That's fun.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, isn't it?
Okay.
There's 20 people watching this right now. It's just kalimba hour.
Dude, I used to know how to play the Minecraft song on it. The Minecraft song.
The
One
Minecraft
of the Minecraft songs.
Anybody heard of Minecraft? There's a song in there. Just saying. Mondo says, I have a question regarding the animation challenge. I might have totally missed it, but I feel it's only 2D animation. 3D animation is allowed, right? Yeah, any animation you want. Go crazy. They can make any sort of content that you want to. It's just got to fit the other guidelines, like being 10 seconds or less and 1080 by 1920 and those sorts of things. Anyway, I'm so excited for that, though. There's going to be there's 135 signups or something, and there's probably going to be more people who actually submit. So.
Oh, wait. Actually, I'm going to give this back to you.
This will be fun. Oh, why is there not one over there?
No, but I found... Guys, hold your breath.
I'm holding my breath. I actually don't know what it is.
Another plant.
Whoa! Whoa! I can't handle this,
Can we
y'all.
stack?
This
Can we
is
go
just too much.
2 for 2?
Oh, now it's really getting chill because I can just lay back here.
Oh, it's getting so chill.
Woo!
I'm feeling extremely chill.
Go crazy, y'all. We got another plant in the chat right now.
Double plant.
Anyway. Yeah, any sort of animation you want to do for the design challenge.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
All good. Wow.
Double
All right, you got to
plant.
stack mine over there too. Wait,
Okay.
then I'll be plantless. Can't do that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It would just feel wrong. Autofocus says, "Hey, it's Chris. Love what you guys are doing. The brand presence of Review is really coming together, and I'm here for it. Appreciate it, man. I hope you're doing well. We haven't chatted in a minute.
When Bay
gotta hang.
notices the brand presence.
What?
Thank you for noticing our brand presence.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Drop
Plant
a
killer.
link.
Astro said plant killer. Oh, that was me that time. I bet. M said he says Review audiobook when right now. This is it. It's an improv book. I don't know that it makes any sense yet, but we'll make some people write reports on it eventually. In a motion design class in some college when they're
10
really
years in the
grasping at
future.
straws.
Watch our first live in-person stream. And I expect a paper on my desk by Monday.
Adedeji asked if we could drop a link to Artlist.
I'm already on it.
Cool. Let's see. Rabba says, any advice for learning resources? I personally am self-taught. I haven't taken any courses or anything, but I have heard that Ben Marriott has a good course. It is also one of the prizes in our challenge for the grand winner, so that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
And School of Motion is also supposed to be a good resource.
Yeah. There's also a guy on YouTube called TipTut. He has some good basic stuff.
That was the first set of tutorials I watched. Can confirm. Very, very good. I don't
Those are
like
some of the first ones I watched too.
when people in tutorials will give you these very specific values that you have to type in and all of that sort of stuff. I like TipTut a lot because they prefaced the video by saying that they weren't going to do that. They were going to just go through things quickly, and that way you have to figure out which values work for you. And so you actually have to experiment and learn with it rather than just typing stuff in. That's not going to teach you anything. Let's see. Oh, we got some ha-has in the chat when I asked for ha-has in the chat. That's
You put it
fun.
in quotation marks. Feels a little insincere.
Yeah, I mean, we could have.
I also put "go stupid, go crazy" in quotation marks.
Astro says, would you ever edit a full feature film if you've got a chance?
Yeah.
There's your answer.
Sure.
Sure, why not?
Does specifically Noah know anyone that uses Fusion?
He already asked me that question a while ago on a stream.
Oh.
I know people who use Fusion, but it's because they're video editors.
Yeah.
So they're already editing in DaVinci Resolve.
I know those same people, and that's about it.
Yep. I don't know any motion designers that are really using it. M said, he says this is now turning into a deep ASMR stream. Oh, absolutely. I mean, hey, we can do that. We're here. No, you're not ASMRing with me.
I'm ASMRing with you.
Oh,
Hello.
thank you. That was very kind. I appreciate you.
ASMR.
This is great. Oh my God. Austin Bowens said https://artlist.io. That's what we use. That's crazy.
Wow. Small world. He also has your name, dude. You gonna stand for this, or you gonna jump on?
I mean, he might just be a fan. I don't know.
It's really, you should get him.
Oh. Yeah,
Actually, the more Austins we can get. If you guys know someone named Austin, send him a link to the Discord chat. We're trying to get a bunch of people named Austin, Alex, and Noah. If you can find someone named Ronell, that would be insane.
Really cool.
But my hopes are higher on Austin, Alex, and Noah. I'm not gonna lie.
Stro says, "Is Udemy worth it?" I haven't used it. I don't know. Also, we'll be back. Here we are. We're gonna have to fix that before we do the podcast. Let's see. Miguel J says, any advice for someone that is starting freelance more seriously? Good question. Kind of the same thing we were saying earlier, with just making sure that you're making connections and ensuring that your connections know the most recent work that you're putting out, or just making sure that people generally know that you're putting out work consistently. I know it's hard to take the time to put out work aside from the client projects, and I'm not necessarily saying do it every week or anything, because as someone who's doing that, I know it's kind of nuts, but it is really helpful to be able to continually post work when you're not just doing it for client stuff. You're really able to show people what you want to be doing, and you're going to be attracting, therefore, clients that want the sort of work that you do. So anyway, that's
you guys want to know how photosynthesis works?
How photosynthesis works? Are you still looking at plant puns?
Is
this what's happening?
Is carried out by plants, algae, and some types of bacteria, which can capture energy from sunlight to produce oxygen, O2, and chemical energy stored in glucose, a sugar. Herbivores then obtain this energy by eating plants, and carnivores obtain it by eating herbivores. Thus is the circle of life. Well, that was more of a line. The carnivores die. I'm sorry. They do. And then they get decomposed. And they put nitrogen and nitrates into the soil. And the plants use those as well.
Really?
Yeah. And like fungi and mushrooms are in there somewhere, just kind of hanging.
I know one of those.
He does. It's true.
It's not you. Fungi.
That's...
It's all right.
During photosynthesis, plants...
Wow, our viewership went up during that. I am so baffled.
Dude, of course. Everybody wants to learn about photosynthesis.
They do.
Nobody can really say they know how photosynthesis... Have you asked... Just go up to anyone on the street, yell at them, be like, hey, do you know how photosynthesis works? I guarantee they won't tell you how photosynthesis works.
But they know now.
But like, we're educating the masses. And that doesn't just go with motion design. I think it should extend to photosynthesis specifically.
Next review challenge. Photosynthesis explainer video.
That's going to be the next, yeah. Yep.
It'll be a team challenge. Oh my God, I'm just giving away all the beans, aren't I?
You really are.
Wow.
It's like a pilot episode of a podcast. It is.
How would you guys know if we're being serious or not?
It is.
This could totally be what it is. Who's to say? We make the rules. That's crazy. Why are we in charge? What the hell?
We need someone else to be in charge. This is trash.
We do. Somebody earlier said we need a chat announcer. We need Ronell. He does it in the server. Anytime somebody jumps in the voice chat in the server, he'll like elegantly call out the name and say, who's joined?
Yeah.
This person. Oh no, Naked HD XYZ is in.
Delete
You gotta
Tinder.
take him out, man.
All right,
take
you convinced
me.
me.
No, you can't just remove it. You gotta remove him from the channel.
Oh, how do I do this?
Hide user on channel.
Put user on
Go. There you
Hide user in this channel.
Oh, guys, this is a never-ending battle. I swear.
Remove. Oh, Yep. There they go.
There they go.
Bye.
They're gone. They're back. Guys.
Nitrogen cycle, yeah.
Um,
Y'all write a proper business plan when starting off Revere? Was it more off the cuff? That's a good question.
We absolutely did not. We did not.
We had some stuff.
We had what we thought were plans, and like they were very. We kind of over-explained and over-plans for some things, but our actual like outlook was not very far. We had pretty big plans, but it was very small ambitions that those plans were for.
Yeah. We also just didn't know how things worked.
No, I had no idea.
Relatively, we kind of still don't, but we're learning and failing up. So, HornyBot arrived. Honestly, it makes me feel good that the HornyBot is just so consistently.
I know.
Like, that's a big fan.
We must be doing something
Chats
right.
every single stream.
You know, we're just a great place to advertise.
Just once. I mean, honestly, I think that it wants the best for us. It wants us to delete Tinder. You know, get out there, have sex cheaper.
Wow. Cheaper? That's crazy.
It says you're investing too much emotionally into your sexual relationships.
True.
You need to lessen that attachment and reconnect with your childhood self. And I think that's beautiful.
I'd have to agree.
I might be looking too far into that.
Perhaps.
But I don't know. Just something about Naked HD XYZ really speaks.
I really thought you were just going to end it with just something to think about.
Something to think about, guys.
Something to think about.
Something to think about.
Let's see. But yeah, generally not a very specific plan at all. Pretty off the cuff. We went through like every type of pricing model you could imagine for a service business like this. It's just silly at a lot of different points. But hey, it's less silly now. So, well, I say that when we're sitting here with plants on our head for most of the stream, but from a holistic sense, it's silly in a better way now. You know? It's good.
God. Y'all guys are up so early. Greetings from Kenya. Thank you, Carlton.
Kenya. Oh, what's up, Carlton? Welcome.
4:30.
4:30 in the morning.
What you guys doing up so early?
Watching us, clearly.
I mean, yeah, but like before.
They're in the garden.
You just wake up to like the Discord notification, hey, we're streaming, and you're just like, all right.
They're like, all right, I guess. They're fine.
That's what's up.
Shaman says, hi, Austin. I know I plans. M City says, do you do retainers? I mean, not since I was like 13 or 14, but no. We've had a couple potential clients that we tried to set up retainer deals with, but it didn't really end up happening. We keep having those conversations, and eventually one might stick. But really, the name of the game for us now is just doing the best we can on an initial engagement for some project, and then just continuing to do projects off the cuff from there. But there are lots of clients that we have right now that very clearly could be retainer deals in the future. So we're building that up, but we don't have any right now.
You're welcome for the weekly stream.
Anything to add to that, Noah? About retainers?
It also depends on like, because some clients don't need the same thing a bunch of times, but some of them do. Like if you are consistently posting social stuff, it could be helpful to be like, oh, I can just make your social stuff each month. And some studios get really successful doing that.
Yeah. But a lot of the projects that we're doing are like, we have an event or we have a product launch or something like that, and they're only going to have so many of those.
Yeah, it's like to fulfill a certain need that might not be guaranteed to repeat every month or every whatever.
Yeah, and we like doing some of the higher budget stuff where we can really put our all into a specific video or something than just getting like kind of what could be busy work month to month that they could just hire someone in-house to do, you know?
It took me a whole minute to get the retainer joke. Yeah, that was pretty hilarious.
It was really hard for me not to say when I was talking about like, we haven't had any come through yet or something, to be like, I guess it just never straightened out, or we're still working on straightening it out or something, because that's what retainers are for.
Oh my God.
Your teeth get straight. Anyway.
This boy got the puns today.
But anyway, Astro says, we are all here for free sex. Well, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, not going to be able to fulfill that need.
I think that's more of a philosophical, we're all here for free sex. And to that I agree.
In general.
We are.
In the world. We're all here for it.
Rip to my homies that actually pay for it. Unfortunate.
naked XYZ is shaking in their boots.
Quaking.
Just absolutely quaking right now.
Absolutely.
Rayan. Actually, I've been reading a lot of them. You read this one from Rayan. Rakad.
Rayan says, how can someone develop his own style in animation? Because it's so hard to avoid being a clone after watching so many inspirations and through the learning process.
Here's
I
the
think
thing.
you can't avoid being a clone, and I think that's okay.
We're all clones.
Uniqueness comes through an amalgamation of copied things
We take
in a unique way.
this plant and
Mhm.
this plant. The plants are both videos.
Mm-hmm.
And then
That's a good metaphor.
you mix them together and you get this plant. Oh, wait. Crap. That's awkward. It's the same plant.
It's a damn good plant, let me tell you what.
No, but it's, like Noah was saying, no one can really make anything that's totally unique. It's just, it is what it is. Humans aren't built that way. We're always just taking ideas from other people, but it's taking those ideas and then mixing them together that makes something that's new.
Except for Midjourney.
Yeah,
No, that's still an amalgamation of stuff we've made.
it is.
So go on Midjourney, make stuff, use AI, and then just copy AI, because that's more unique than copying people, am I right?
It is true. That is a good tool for that.
It's a good tool. It's a good idea generator. Steal like an artist. That's actually a book. I'd recommend it, but I haven't read it, so.
But I genuinely wouldn't worry about your thing you make being similar to someone else's. We get compared to all sorts of different people, but it doesn't really bother me as long as people are just liking the stuff we make.
Yeah, that's the core of it. And I do own that book. I did steal it from Barnes & Noble. The title inspired me. I was like, I will.
Oh, steal from an artist?
Steal
like an artist?
Steal from an artist.
Steal from artists. You heard it here first. This is going to look really bad when I run for president of motion design.
Unfortunately, as a
everyone
musician,
steal.
I don't have any sex life. I can feel the power of it.
Wait, what's
Dude.
happening?
Just like play guitar for someone and you will. I think that's how that works.
Oh, I totally missed whatever you're talking about.
This plant's real or Kardashian style? They're very not real.
They're very, very fake.
They're just like the studio.
You see this? Can you do that with a real plant unless you get it from Dairy Queen? Probably not.
Good reference.
Thank you.
So look at artist credit.
Let's see.
Nice. Very meta, Anchor.
St. Andrew's animation says that was awkwardly accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. Review OnlyFans. That's the review OnlyFans is where Austin would not be wearing a hat.
That's
Actually,
what it is. That's going to be
Sorry.
tier 3 of my Gumroad, is actually just the streams, but the hat is actually CG and is added afterwards. None of you know. Shit, oh no.
Oh,
I just spoiled the
I can't believe
ruse.
you just did that.
It's not real. God, I'm going to hate when I have to edit this right now.
Oh, that sucks.
That was really terrible that I just had to do that.
I actually got asked that question. St. Andrew's Animations asks, do you have any books you recommend for motion designers to read? I actually got asked that question the other day by my friend.
Where's my water?
And
dude?
I don't. Just like, I never learned any motion design from books. I read Atomic Habits recently. That was a pretty good
I'm
book.
grabbing water.
I was gonna go grab water. But as far as
No! Plant killer!
oh my god.
Plant killer!
Wow. Object permanence just went out the window right there. Hold on, where is it? Oh,
It's gone.
I found it.
Gone forever.
We're good.
I leave for 2 seconds, and what do we get?
Things fall apart.
Except for pain and suffering.
Y'all read that book? Things Fall Apart?
We all fall apart.
That was actually a good book. I miss learning about Okonkwo's life and his yams. Holla at your boy if you get that reference.
Man's got yams.
Man's got yams on days. Rip plant.
Oh my god, is that where Yambo Studio
Austin
comes from?
10K hair reveal.
Hair reveal? Yo,
Dude,
you can already
100K,
see my
that's
hair.
what you gotta
Wait,
do.
No, I can't say that.
When you reach 100K on Instagram, hair reveal.
Yeah, 100K on Instagram. I will absolutely do stream without my hat on. 100%. We'll make that happen. In fact, I won't wear my hat for a month. That's a bold statement. That's a really bold statement. I shouldn't have said that. I really like the option
forever, man.
just covering up my hair on a bad hair day.
Take it back.
No, they're back.
No.
Oh, no.
Tinder overpriced.
See,
Tinder's
we removed
free.
them, but it'll show
Are
up
they
there.
advocating for
Oh my god, it just continues, doesn't it? Sheesh.
being a what's the word?
Persistent?
No. A whore.
What?
Because they're saying Tinder overpriced. So
It's raining
Tinder's free.
so hard now. Do
Is
you
that
hear
rain?
Yeah, it's rain.
Yo, hold on. I gotta look out the window.
Gotta look out the window, man. Look at there's a whole world out there. You can't see because the lights though.
But I can see it hitting the leaves and stuff.
Cool.
Tinder overpriced.
Let's see. Oh,
Talent
what did I
code is
miss?
pretty
Oh
good.
no.
Good
Oh, Astro
recommendation.
says 12 Principles of Animation is a very good book for all animators.
Okonkwo shouldn't have killed a nice foreign kid. Dude, I don't remember it that well, but I think I agree with that.
Wow, Noah's a poser.
I am. That is insane. You get that. Oh my god, multiple people get the reference from. Oh my god, this is making me happy.
You're not special. No. We all know.
This is awesome.
Anvik also says talent code is pretty good for anyone who's intimidated by talented people and whatnot. I haven't read it, but sounds good. Cool.
Okay, I'm gonna try and get all three on this right now.
St. Andrews Animations. I'm trying to make a personal project, and this is going to sound weird, but I'm afraid of how great the animation's going to turn out. So now it's more probable that it'll come out badly. I need help.
Yeah, try and put less pressure on that.
Wait, put what on the what?
Less pressure.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Try putting a plant on it. That always works.
That's true. Just like throw a plant in the video somewhere.
Look how kind of looks like renders. I'm not gonna lie.
It kind of does.
Those aren't real.
The lights do not make any sense on that. Anyway,
I don't think that fits.
but
Oh, sorry.
that
guys.
was a plant massacre. Let's be real, okay? We've had plant killer before and plant murder, but that was a plant massacre. It was
That's
really
tragic,
unfortunate. Anyway, I find it to be pretty helpful to shoot. What was I even going to say
Sorry,
about
I'm
that?
distracting you with the plants.
You're distracting me with the plants. This is unfortunate. Plant murderer, says Anchor Feet.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Let's see. I had
Hang on, this part
some
of the mic.
semi-sage advice on that. Give me just a second. I have the exact same thing happen, especially when and usually I'm the bad guy in the situation. We'll be storyboarding for some project, and Noah's got a really, really good idea. And I'm sitting there as he's telling me, going like through my little checks, being like, is that something we can even actually do? Do we have any experience doing that? Like, I don't know how we're going to accomplish X, Y, and Z. So I get pretty freaked out whenever we've made a storyboard or something, and like the motion would be really, really good. I can see it, but we just aren't able to execute it. But also that's like, we have freelancers and other people that can help us with that now. But before, that was a really scary thing, and still can be sometimes. So again, if there is something that seems pretty scary that like you might not be able to do, or think it's going to turn out badly because you're like so in it, it can be helpful to like have someone help you out, whether it's like just a friend who wants to be able to help you with it, or like hiring a freelancer to help you with a scene or two or something like that. It might be worth it, because I know that sort of pressure comes on, and anytime that I've got that pressure, I'm like, this is going to be the best thing I've ever made, especially from the outset. It can make it really difficult to work on it and have really high expectations for like every single thing needing to be absolutely perfect. So I don't know. I would encourage you to be a little bit more open in like knowing that generally, like stylistically, it might be really, really cool, but leave room for yourself to be able to play around and explore still while you're working on the actual video. Hopefully
These plants
that
are too
makes
heavy
sense.
for this mic.
What's up?
These plants are too heavy.
Wow. Heavy plant vibe. Heavy
Okay.
plant
All
vibe.
right, we're gonna go over here. Maybe this will work better.
Miguel says suffering from success.
Someone asked when you got started on the YouTube train, Austin.
I am too busy reading the message from Astra that says Tinder overpriced shit. Try Deep Glow. That's funny. Dave Coe says, what got you started on the YouTube train? I've always been really interested in doing educational content. And so we'd been consuming a lot ourselves and hearing people talk about motion design, but I don't know. We've always kind of felt like we're doing it our own way a little bit, and sometimes in kind of a wacky, weird way. Incredible. We've got a whole garden now.
Ladies and gentlemen, the plant mic.
And so YouTube was just another outlet for us to be able to explore. Like, if I'm able to get value from talking to Noah and Noah's able to get value from talking to me, other people are probably going to be able to get that. Oh, no, it's back again. We're getting every single bit of their ad copy. I think we should just review how terrible the copy is every time, and then it'll just make no sense. No one will do it. That is really funny.
Just try it, man. Just try this cheap sex Tinder. Just try it. You know?
Anyway, so just another way for us to be able to do educational content. It's just fun, and being able to do live streams, and I don't know. It's just always something we've been interested in. We also had an experience at the college we were at where, not to go on a super long story or whatever, but they basically ended it by sending out this whole thing saying that Noah and I are not going to go anywhere in our careers and whatever. So it is pretty fun to be able to do educational content and just like talk about what we're doing openly, as a little bit of spite there, just a tiny bit of like, look, we can do this thing. But also from like a more selfish standpoint, being able to have this content to look back on ourselves is going to be super, super valuable to be like, what did we actually think back then? And just like be able to look back and see things that like, oh, I wish that we would have done that differently, or X, Y, and Z. You know, it'll be a good learning tool for ourselves as well.
Yeah. And also like my personal position, and like I'm not the world's greatest motion designer by any means. So like being relatively new in the space, I wish I still have that connection to like me not really knowing a whole bunch of things, and I kind of still don't know a whole bunch of things, especially about After Effects. And to be able to be like, I wish someone at this stage in my learning journey was able to just be like, hey, here's this thing, let me teach you whatever. And then being able to be like, oh, recognize that and myself put that out there. Like, I'm sure that's valuable to someone, and it feels like I should really just do that, honestly. It's also pretty fulfilling. It's nice to make a difference, positive impact on people's lives. It's wonderful.
And it's just another one of those things where like we don't know everything at all. So being able to lower that barrier for entry for everybody by showing all of the mistakes and things we make throughout our process and being super open about it, hopefully will make it more approachable for people to do motion design.
Mm-hmm. I mean, motion design is a relatively young field, and it's got so much innovation and cool shit ahead of it. So if we can inspire one single person that ends up being like a fantastic, like world-changing motion designer, that's a win in my book. Absolutely. Learned recently, to make stuff you need to allow yourself to make normal or bad stuff in order to make good stuff. Absolutely, Astro. You need to start at shit and get better. God, they are just
I know, they're relentless.
Cheapest sex dating, find fuck. Just N. Like, that's bold. Just
someone says your mic's
sorry,
quiet.
I know it's because I'm far away.
Yeah, Noah's far away from his garden
all the
now.
plants are there. It's just completely covering up my face. But I don't know, I kind of like it's mysterious.
It's kind of fun.
It's like an eye patch. I think, I don't know, I'm sure this expression is in a lot of fields, but I've heard it from like my mother, who was a songwriter for a time. And it's like, start shit and go from there. Like, start at something really bad, like a minimum viable product if you're in that space, and just, improve it, make it better from there. Learn from whatever doesn't work there, but allow yourself to start at a nasty little gross thing, a bad design, a poor execution of something, and then just trust yourself to make it better.
Yeah. All of my original projects look like crap. Like my original motion projects, no bueno. It's just not good. But I can look back at like it's really cool, especially doing the weeklies. I didn't know that I was going to even turn into a thing, but looking back at the or some of the original ones, I'm like, those are still good, but like I can clearly see the improvement in things. So it's I would look at it also as a way to just get excited about being able to look back and see how much you've grown just by continuing to make stuff. I find that helpful.
Absolutely. These bots, man.
I know these bots are really making it difficult to read the chat. Maybe I can refresh it on this thing. There we go. Oh, I should just do that every time. Yeah, I should do that every time.
I liked that they were just like they got to the
Oh
point
wait,
of, like,
no, now it's nope. I was gonna say it wasn't updated.
it's back. They're like
oh wait, no, now it's continuing to move down. So sorry. Things are a little messed up now, y'all. My bad.
This is strange. They're like, just
That's
try
okay.
it.
Now we're updated though. Okay, let's see. Yeah, boy Zay says, do you have advice for making connections and breaking into the industry? Just reach out to people.
Everyone's easier to talk to than you
Everyone's so nice. We reached out to people from Ordinary Folk and studios. Ordinary Folk hasn't been around as long as some of the other people in the industry, but we reached out to a bunch of industry veterans who had never heard of us before or knew who we were or anything. And people love talking about what they do. It's a pretty easy thing to be able to just go and chat with somebody and have them share, especially in this industry. So it really is just about starting, and the rest you'll just kind of figure out as you have those conversations, I think.
Mm-hmm. We're going to answer a couple more. I have to go eat soon, so we're going to wrap this up a little bit. I'm getting hungers. My tummy is wumbling. I'm sorry. Okay. St. Andrews has another question. Austin, you want to read that?
Yes.
It's a
St.
lot of
Andrews
text for me.
Animations says, oh, I have another question. I'm trying to set goals for my motion design career, so I'm trying to figure out what's realistic and what's probably a pipe dream. How much do you think is feasible in 5 years? I'm currently 2 years in the game. I have no idea, to be frank. Everything year over year for us is exponentially different in positive ways from the previous year. It has been impossible to understand the trajectory, especially this early. I mean, Revi's only been around for 2 years, but I've been doing motion for 4 or so, and every year has been so vastly different that it's really just hard to predict. I really don't know. I wish I had an answer for you, but it's just one of those things that's constantly changing. But it is what you make it. You can pretty easily set pretty large goals and then try and find more actionable, smaller goals to help you get there along the way. But I mean, if that's taught me anything, the times I've done that, the end goal will often shift to being a completely different thing by the time I've had success with the smaller goals. And that's okay. It's fine for that to be a pretty dynamic thing in my experience.
Yeah. How long did our idea market project take?
Good question.
Longer than it should have, probably. I don't know.
Idea market, it was kind of a mess of a project in some ways. The pre-production took a bit longer than expected because there was confusion about script on our end and theirs in terms of what we wanted, and that was kind of a mess. But the actual animation of it realistically was probably like 2 weeks, I would say. It went by pretty quick, 2 weeks or less. Let's see. And then the storyboarding for that was probably like a week as well. Dave Coe says, what's your client work to teaching ratio right now, and are you wanting to move away from client work?
That's a good question. We always want to be involved in client work, but we've really been enjoying the teaching journey recently.
And just the community as well. It's not even really like that formal of a teaching thing. We just like being able to be involved with
like
people.
Talking to people and talking to, it's just like our favorite. Even like sales calls, not necessarily like super salesy with us, obviously. I mean, I'll do this plant thing any day. I'll do this in front of any client, truly. But I think oh my God, shut up, phone. But yeah, no, we just really like so many parts of all of the things we do. It's hard not to just want to do everything and get burnt out really fast.
Yeah.
So that's like a big thing that we're managing, but we're always going to want to be involved in client projects, however large our studio might push to. Not that we want it to be very big in the first place.
No.
But, like, it's important, especially if you're teaching about something, to actually be doing it.
Oh, yeah.
I firmly believe that. So if we're going to continue to educate it all on motion design and all that stuff, we better still be doing it.
We're never not going to be on client projects in the business. I just don't think it's going to happen. I know that there's a lot of people in business that, especially in this space, where once you get to a certain size or a certain volume of work or whatever, you're not really able to stay in the work as much. And that's definitely true. But there's a lot of people who think that that's just removing yourself completely from a lot of that.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm ever going to be able to do that personally. I still have so many different things that I want to do as an animator, and I feel like I'm still getting so much better, and I'm really only getting into it now as I've been doing the weeklies, that I'm always going to want to do at least like a scene or something. And that's probably going to limit what I'm able to do, at least on like our bigger projects or something, but that's probably going to limit what I'm able to do in some other areas. But I think it's really important, especially from like a team standpoint. If I've got a bunch of animators that are working for us, I don't want them just to be animating and then going like, what the fuck are Austin and Noah doing? I have no idea. I want to be able to be in there and experience that. Oh no, here we are. And experience that with them a bit. It won't be like my full-time thing. And I mean, it's not now. A lot of the stuff I'm doing now is sales oriented and those sorts of things. But I don't know. To answer your original question, the ratio right now between like business activities and more of the like community and teaching oriented things is probably like 80-20, I would say. I really don't think that there's like 80% on the business. I don't think there's really that much that's being put into the community stuff by comparison yet. Anyway.
Thanks for hanging, St. Andrews. Have a good one.
Yeah.
Wow, this actually got into a serious conversation. I wasn't sure if it would. The plants persist, though.
It sure did. Let's get through like the rest of this list, I guess, if that's fine. Let's just get through the rest of this list, if that's fine.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. And then we'll do this again. Don't worry, y'all.
Jay,
this is not the last one.
Dreams says, what online classes do you recommend mid-level designers who want a professional look? Honestly, I think you get a professional look without classes. I think if you just study high-level motion design, you can figure it out. And
study is a pretty loose term there. Like just consuming content from the industry itself is...
Or talking to people that you admire their animation and be like, hey, how'd you do this? Learning techniques like that. It works. Plugging the Discord. Go to the Discord. There's cool people
there. Go to the Discord. Do it.
They do.
There's fun people in there. We also will probably pass 1,000 members in the next day or two.
Which is crazy. That's we just launched it.
Bananas.
So much. Oh
people from all over the world with all sorts of different experience levels and from all different studios. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Miguel J.
Community, you could
go ahead.
Just like the amount of raw motion design talent in that community is
just bonkers.
It's insane.
It's crazy to be able
literally anything
to bring that together is
so
pretty
cool.
humbling. Miguel J says, how is life in Texas? Also, why did you guys move to North Carolina? I don't know what to ask.
I've been in North Carolina.
He's from North Carolina.
I grew up in Asheville.
Yeah.
If you can't tell by my plants.
It's a mountain town for those of you that don't know what Asheville is.
It's it used to be a little hippie-y, so it still has a little bit of that weird reputation. Now it's just like a tourist town.
And Texas for me, I don't know. It feels like my life started once I got to North Carolina. Really, I remember some things from Texas, but most of my time was spent like focusing on really difficult AP classes and trying to get like the best scores and whatever. And I don't use any of that now.
Clip that right there. That is the start to his book. His autobiography. I feel like my life began once I moved to North Carolina.
It really does, though. I mean, Houston is where I'm from originally, and like I have friends from there, and I had a good time there generally, but I just feel like a completely different person now than I was then. And I mean, I'm sure that's the case for most people when they move across the country to a different place. But I really feel like I was more comfortable with who I was once I came here.
Hey, we have to do like a little bit of a speed round because we gotta go.
Well, I can continue to get through some of these.
Oh, okay.
It's all good.
Online class.
So you choose whichever one you want to get through or whatever.
Dream project or collab right now? That's a really good question.
Oof. I don't even know the answer to that one, honestly.
I want to work with like we worked with one fashion brand on like a little small thing, but I want to work on like a larger thing, maybe with like Depop or I don't know, some larger fashion brand. I think that'd be really fun.
Sports stuff could also be cool. I'm not a big sports ball guy, but I like the vibe of sports stuff and gaming as well.
Ooh, I want to work on an ad or something for Valorant. They always have the coolest shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Worship Studio goes crazy.
They do. They go so hard. And of course, eventually, I'm sure it'll happen. But we got to get our Google project in. It seems like every agency has one project at least. That's just Google. So
Apple
that'll
would
happen.
be cool too. Cool.
Apple would be cool. They're a lot more selective though.
Yeah.
Let's see. It'd be fun to work with Costco. I just think that would be just left field, kind of quirky.
I'd be down with that. I need to renew my membership with them, so maybe I'd finally do it then.
Convince Trader Joe's to get motion design.
Yo, we could rock a Trader Joe's project.
Oh, Trader Joe's.
I mean, we
that.
don't have the sort of like cutesy stuff that I would associate with their brand, but we could make it happen anyway.
I think we could do something like the Slinky video, and that would work.
Oh yeah. Oh, that would work so well.
Like puppet pin and that kind of stuff. Oh yeah. Oh my God, hit us up, Trader Joe's. Come on now. I love
who works at Trader Joe's in a marketing capacity and can make that happen.
The cashew. Listen, Trader Joe's has these cashews. Trader Joe's is a grocery store for anyone who's not from the U.S.
It's a cool grocery store. All of their like wholesale items are named after.
I think all of their
puns.
items.
Excuse me.
Oh, just the wholesale stuff. Yeah. I think
all
their
like
items
their
are
brand.
Like their brand.
Yeah, is all puns. Like Swedish Fish are the candy are Scandinavian swimmers. It's just
so funny.
The thought is there.
The cashews, they're like these cashews encrusted in like this sugary, buttery, and it has like sesame seeds on it. It's to die for. It's fantastic. What's a motion graphic skill you'd like to add to your arsenal? Like us personally, I'd like to be able to do more 3D stuff and incorporate that in 2D a little better.
What else? There was a good question up at the top.
Oh.
Do you guys find that the projects you're working on in-house are starting to look like the weekly projects you've been making on your streams? I would say no. They're actually becoming a pretty clear departure from that. We're getting lots of new inquiries from people that want things that are more along those lines. So that's been exciting. That we're really going to be able to see what that sort of work looks like extrapolated out into longer form content with bigger budgets. But we're getting a lot of projects too that are off in a different direction, but like have our same general like motion flavor to them, even if it's not the same style per se.
You know a security guard that works at Trader Joe's? Would he be any help? Yeah.
That'll do it.
Let's go up
Yeah.
the chain. Let's start with the security guard.
Yeah.
Go to like the general manager. Go to like regional manager, marketing team.
We'll work our way up. It's like The Wire. That'll be good.
Absolutely. Someone's asking, you love your weekly loops? Loop animations, Austin.
That's me.
I have been a motion designer since past 6 years, although I struggle to get my head around sketching out illustrations. Any tips? I love animating though.
Well, here's the trick. I don't sketch at all. Usually my process looks, if you've watched any of the other streams or anything, you'll see at the beginning when I'm storyboarding, I've got a little motion script up at the top for each scene, just describing what's going to happen. And that's what the process is like for me. Usually it's finding a track I want to use. And then it is just listening to that song over and over and over again, or that piece of the track. And then if something comes to mind, like I can visualize what that scene should look like. And then I just describe that animation. I just write it out. I really don't do much sketching at all unless there's something that like I know I'm not going to be able to remember just from the description. I need like a very, very basic diagram of whatever shapes are going to be there. But beyond that, I really am just getting the description and then jumping into Illustrator and putting together the shapes as they need to be set for my After Effects comps. So I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing to not be able to sketch either. I make it work.
Yeah. Did you try 3D at some point? I know a tiny bit of Blender. It's just like incorporating that into the 2D workflow is a little bit of a struggle for me currently.
Yeah. It can be kind of hard, for sure.
I'd like to see my process finding a track. We go to the new to the platform tab and scroll until we don't want to scroll anymore. I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, what did we favorite?
Until we finally find something that works.
I'll
We
usually-
also have like a short list of some songs that we like that we've got saved that we haven't used yet. But yeah.
Or I'll like go to artists I know I like and scroll through their stuff.
Anchor Fee says, I'm talking to you too, Coin Man.
Oh. Wait, what did he say?
No, I think he's just saying that he, unlike the other person, is talking to you.
Oh,
as
okay.
well.
All right.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
That's funny.
I appreciate
Coin
the
Man.
inclusion.
That's
Oh my
funny.
god.
Doug Alberts, what's up, bro? Holy shit.
We're gonna speak it blend. If
Oh.
they ask us to speak it
Yeah,
blend,
yeah. If they ask, we'll totally do it.
shoot,
That would be so great.
that'd be fun.
Ugh.
I
Hey.
loved their opener. I am still not over it. It's
I
really
would be
cute.
so down if you know and you get asked.
Connections.
Feel free if they ask for other people.
I'll be front row if you go speak it blend.
Oh, big time.
Be there. I'll be like, that's my boy.
I'm going to need a whole breakdown of the Enneagram project.
I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
break down at the end. I'm gonna be so proud.
Noah's the breakdown. That's funny. Oh, man.
Oh my god, these bots are.
They're going crazy.
never
I really
stop
wish that I
checking.
could just
Are they?
get them out of here.
Are we jerks?
I think it's calling us jerks. We've
That's
been so
just
mean this
kinda
whole
rude,
time. You
man.
took my plan away. I'd call you a jerk, personally.
I'm sorry. Do you want it back? It's like
Yeah,
so-
I'd like one back. I feel really naked over
Which-
here not having my plant. What are you just not going to
Which one would you like to? Which one would you like?
You know which one I want.
Can you imagine for a second you get the Valorant gig? How would you approach that with the characters and
Ignoring
everything?
me. This is despicable.
That's a good question. I think I would first we'd figure out like the purpose of it and if we need to include characters, which we probably do. Sometimes they include them as like 2D illustrations with just a little bit of animation, which is something that we could totally do. But if they were fully 3D, we would need to find a cool freelancer to hang with, like our boy Johan.
Sorry, a really funny message just popped up in the chat that hasn't popped up there yet. As a Jamaican currently jerking chicken, I am very proud. That's really good. Oh, and my man Dave Coe says, well, I want to read his message up at the top first. A lot of what you guys are doing and talk about reminds me of what my buddy Chris Doe is trying to get out there. Keep up. I'll be watching to see what you guys do.
My boy
I
Chris.
appreciate that.
With also the hat boy.
We like Chris. We are two hat boys.
Not.
No,
Plus-
me and Chris, we're two hat boys.
Yeah.
You're,
yeah. We're
You're
not
the plant guy at
copying.
supplements.
You clearly.
You're a coin man and a plant guy.
All right. I'll take it. Take it.
Just make sure you type the I, or otherwise it's con man, and that'll get really awkward. Awkward.
Our clients never trusted him again.
Oh no. Dave also says Jorge said that the last one was the last of Blend. Well, guess we'll just have to start our own thing. And we'll
That's
call
tragic. Lend.
it. No, what's the.
Rend.
No, that's for.
Send.
Lend is for.
Lend is for bankers.
Yeah, exactly. We're not doing that. What's another kitchen appliance? Toaster. That's it. That's what we're doing. Toaster.
Toaster.
Yep. Toaster.
Okay. You heard it here first. Toaster Fest 2024.
Carlton
Toaster.
says, can you imagine for a second that you get that Valorant gig? How would you guys approach that with the characters and everything? Oh, wait, you already answered that one, didn't you?
Like a little, but you can go. You can do it if
You just
if
said the
want.
thing about we would need Johan to do some 3D, and then
probably
also
need-
we would need a character animator.
No, I said we'd probably need 3D if it requires us to animate
Oh.
the characters in 3D, but some of their stuff doesn't. It'd be a lot of R&D, I think,
Yeah.
in that project,
Big
like
time.
figuring out because they always do like some interesting kind of off the cuff, interesting visuals that are pretty gritty and interesting. I said interesting like 5 times. I'm so sorry. I'll come up
I'm
with
not.
different words.
Interesting. I find it. Interesting.
Invigorating,
Grady? What?
gritty.
Gritty?
They do cool stuff, so
Oh.
I would make sure to give it just due time to figure out some interesting techniques and treatments we can do.
Yeah, and they've also typically when they're doing projects, at least from what I found, they're making those branding projects that'll last a couple years, as opposed to like a project that'll launch a product or something like what we're usually doing. So we would have to think a lot further into the future and like really, really build out a more extensive system than we might normally.
Whisk Fest. Oh, but he said that after every blend.
Fair enough. What's up,
We could
Jorge?
convince him. We could convince him.
He might watch this at some point. What's up, Jorge? How you doing? I'd be surprised if you're all the way in here. Sorry about the messages in the chat. They're just really... We've just been jerks this whole time. I'm so sorry. And they're just...
They're tired of it.
They just think we're cheap,
Truly.
too, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here we go.
Whisk Feet Fest.
Whisk
Sorry.
Fest. Whisk Feet. Yes. Whisk Fest.
I got
would be
Wiki
good.
Feet on my
I'll
mind.
take
I'm not
that.
going to lie. Oh, someone specifically. This is for you, Mr. Austin.
Oh. Hello, Akenaya. He says...
When did you start motion graphics design? How long did it take you to learn it? Did you learn it all by yourself? And did you have a teacher or a mentor?
Took the words right out of my mouth. I didn't hear a word you said, though. Did you learn it all by yourself, or did you have a teacher or a mentor? I just experimented really in After Effects. I had started using After Effects when I was in my high school video class. No one in the class knew how to use After Effects at all, but I wanted to use it so I didn't have to keep doing frame by frame for our calendar segment because it was taking me 1,800 frames a week to get that done in Photoshop. It was a nightmare.
Man's
But
insane.
really what I would end up doing during that class is I'd get a little bit ahead. I'd get the week segment done. And then I would sit there and go through every single property within a shape layer one day and just see what each of them did. And then the next day I would get a solid or a shape or something. And I would go all the way through the different effects in the effects tab. And so just continuing to do that process over and over and over again, so where I wouldn't necessarily know everything about what property I was using or anything, but I would be able to get the gist of what it does and then be able to mix and match it with another effect or something until eventually I could watch videos on Vimeo, like people's reels and that sort of thing, and be able to sort of reverse engineer projects and try out scenes that other people had made and teach myself that way. But also YouTube tutorials here and there as needed.
Speaking of YouTube tutorials, I'm learning how to do the gritty right now.
You're learning how to do the gritty right now?
Yeah. There's a petition.
What's the gritty?
I'll show you.
Okay.
It's like it's kind of steppy. It's this.
Kind of steppy?
Hold on. No.
What?
No, hold on.
All right,
That wasn't all
see
of it.
from the beginning here. See, this is where it would be good to have Alex or Ronell so that we can have this just pulled up.
Yeah.
Let me
Here
see
you go.
this.
It's the gritty.
So he's just kind of like arm swoops.
Yeah.
And just kind of like...
And like tippy taps his feet.
Hold on. Is he like stepping back and forth or is he
Hold
actually
on.
moving?
This is intense.
I just got to see it from the beginning, man.
Yeah, no, I need to see if he like does it again later in the... Oh, dude, he's... This is a lot. No, wait.
BC Oasis says Austin was an After Effects nerd. True, but I had also been doing graphic design for... I should preface that. Prior to learning After Effects, I had already been doing branding and general graphic design projects for quite a while. I think at that point it was already 4 or 5 years. So I'd already had experience in Illustrator and Photoshop and a bunch of the other programs. And so I had a general idea about composition and those sorts of things as well. Oh my God, the plant's going back on the shelf.
It's been replaced by the
Oh,
small
is this
one.
your way of telling me that I need to put this one back on the shelf?
Oh, if you want. That's up to you.
Well,
I
there
do
it
like
is.
the small
It's
one.
on the shelf
I like it
now.
a lot.
Would you look at that? Whew. Well, alrighty then, y'all.
I think we got through it.
I think we got through it all. We're through the whole thing.
Actually, hold this for a sec. Thank you guys so much for coming all the way out.
Yeah, thanks for coming all the way out here.
Thanks for coming all the way out.
It's gonna be a long commute back home, I would think.
I appreciate it.
It's
Listen,
really nice of you to drive all the way out and see us. We should do this more often.
we should do this more often. This was
You know,
fun.
we should hang out sometime.
This was enjoyable.
I think so.
I had a good time. Did you have a good time?
I had a good time. There's good food.
You had a good
Naked HD really stunk up the bathroom, but
They really did. They were coming on a little strong there. I'm not gonna
yeah,
lie.
that was really really
You know,
damp.
besides that, the night was good. It was good.
I'd say it was pretty good, honestly. Solid like 80 out of 10 or something around there.
80 out of 10.
Yeah,
Heard it here first. We'll do it again soon then.
we shall.
We shall.
We sure will.
Heard it here first.
Yep. But yeah, well, I mean, this will be up, and people can watch it at any time, including me and you. You're gonna learn so much. I'm gonna learn so much. It's gonna be great. I'm excited. All right, cool guys. We'll chat again soon. It was great getting to chat with all y'all.
Yeah.
Let's make it happen. We'll make this a regularly scheduled thing
This was really
at some
fun.
point.
I'm gonna plants say bye.
The plants do say bye.
Yeah. I heard it.
PCOA says I have to get back on the road now. Long trip back home. Yeah, we'll catch you later.
Drive safe, guys. Drive safe. Have a safe journey.
All right.
Round of applause for Naked HD. They were persistent.
They
We'll
sure
give them
were.
that, for real.
They really were.
My God.
But all right, y'all. It's been fun. I'll
Thanks for
catch y'all
tuning
later
in.
in the week.
Hit the gritty. I don't have enough space.
No, yeah, we're just gonna have to do it like this. Just look like you're swimming.
And just imagine that I'm doing like the feet part.
There. This is more of the yeah. There you
Okay.
go. Enjoy.
I'm like bump the
You
mic.
can clip that. All right. We'll catch y'all later.
There's an emoji in there somewhere.
Appreciate it.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.